All right, and we're back. We put an intermission there. We just realised the camera's not recording.
Perfect.
So the main one that we do the video on.
Hello. We start. Oh, how you doing, man?
Good, mate. Good. How are you today?
I'm good.
We've got a very special vlog today, and this vlog is purely about Mr. Hady over here. We did a bit of a me last week, and now it's a bit of a you this week. And so I've come with preparation of questions. I spent days thinking about these questions. But first, we're going to get into some travels that you have coming up. Tell us where you're going.
I am off to the Philippines and then off to Turkey for 5 weeks.
Wow.
Sorry, not Turkey. Off to Europe for 5 weeks.
And whereabouts in Europe are you going?
So we'll start in Turkey and then Croatia and then Austria. We'll do a hike in Austria and then we'll go to Greece.
Okay.
And we have one of our friends' weddings in Greece, in Santorini. So
And when you say we, who's we?
me, my fiancée Muna.
And do you love her?
Traveling it. Oh, I love her so much.
Look at the camera and tell her that.
I love Muna. I love you so much.
How excited are you for your travels?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm so excited. I haven't done a travel like this where like it's more than a week for a couple of years now. So the last time we travelled was you and I, 4.5 months through Europe.
Wow, that was a blast in
That
the
was
past.
such a fun time. And so yeah, to be able to take 6 weeks away from being at the desk at home and be able to travel and work is going to be such a beautiful experience. Mona has never travelled to Europe before either. So yeah, it's going to be really fun, and I'm sure we're going to have some great times and memories and stories together.
Mate.
Things you can't even prepare for or plan for. So
And that's the best part, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Traveling is a very big part of our lives, and it's I think it's so awesome that you are able to work, during this time, get the funds and the time off, build a business so it can kind of run smoothly, and now you get to go away and just experience the world. So how good's traveling?
Yeah, it's
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Really
it.
excited for you. So you leave tonight?
Yeah, tonight, midnight.
Who's the amazing person that's dropping you off at the airport?
This will be lovely brother, Mr. Macram.
Thank you very much.
He's
a good trek up.
doing the trek. He'll come pick us up. We've got an engagement tonight, and then from the engagement we'll get picked up by Mr. Macram. We'll go straight to the airport with our bags, ready to hit flight.
I'm not going to cry. So we've got some questions for you today. You did a bit of an episode of me last week, so this is you just getting to know you. We're going to start with your childhood. And what was your childhood like?
My childhood was... I feel like a lot of my childhood was around eating. I just recall like loving food when I was growing up. We started living in the back of the pizza shop when I was 7 years old, and I just remember being around food all the time. I know that we also had close family friends that we would spend a lot of time with, Yasar and Izar, and they lived close to us, and so you and I would always jump on a bike and drive right to their house, or they'd ride to our house, or we'd ride to their dad's pizza shop, which was 5 minutes away from our dad's pizza shop. And so yeah, I think it was a lot of food. It was friends and family. We used to have these nights with our family friends where our parents would hang out with their parents, and all the kids would hang out together, and there were some really nice nights.
Yeah, like playing cards till 6 a.m, and then
we'd just be playing games.
We'd just playing games,
doing dancing videos,
and then at 7 or 8 a.m, our parents would go get Maccas for everyone, eat Maccas and sleep.
Yeah, and then yeah, and I think I also played quite a few games. I remember you mentioned in your last podcast. I mean, you're a bit of a gamer, but I also played quite a few games when I was younger, computer and Xbox. But I've kind of drifted away from the games these days.
Fantastic. What's one of your most famous memories as a child that still cracks you up today?
The first thing that comes to mind is when you hit me on the head with the Beyblade. That's the first thing that came to my mind. So Mac and I used to
What happened then?
Mac and I used to play FIFA, and because I was always older and I was always better, and I'm still better.
Yeah. All right.
We used to play FIFA on Xbox, and I would always beat Mac. And Mac was a very competitive boy, so competitive, hated losing.
Still do.
Still do. And yeah, I remember one time I beat Mac. It must have been a 90th minute goal or something.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I was teasing you, and you cracked it, and then I was hugging you from the back, and like kind of like probably like being annoying
Like
in your ear.
on top of me or something. Yeah.
And then I'm not sure if you guys remember those Beyblades. It had like a pin at the bottom, pin at the top. Mac, he grabbed that and went bang into my head, and I started bawling. I think I started.
Yeah.
I think
You still got a scar
I think
there
I got
as
a
well.
scar. Yeah. So that was the first memory that came to mind.
Don't fuck with me, all right?
That's what he still does now if I tease him.
Lose it.
Just a pizza spoon this time.
Pizza spoon. And who is someone that inspires you when you're growing up?
This is a funny one, as the great man comes in right now. Dad's asking us if he can use a chainsaw right now. The man that inspires me is our father. He's just like the most hardworking man, such a family man. Does whatever he needs to do to make sure his family is happy and well taken care of. And yeah, it's just something that I've always looked up to, and I would love to stop. Don't be annoying.
Fucking hell.
I would love to be half the man he is growing up. So.
As much as he's annoying, but no, that's really beautiful and very inspiring. Awesome. So moving on from the childhood, the character that you are today, what are some values that you feel that you brought from your childhood into your adult life, and what's something that you kind of live by in terms of your values?
Going from child to adult, I think the thing that sticks with me is just how much I love food. I love eating. I love sweets. I love chocolates. I love dessert. I just love good food though. Like I have chicken and potatoes every single night, and I'm so happy with it because it tastes so good. It's not like a massive sweet craving. But,
healthy, it's fulfilling.
Yeah,
it's good.
It feels good. But then I also love my chocolate and Nutella.
I see.
But what's another value that I've brought into being an adult? I think I try and like keep a bit of like my childlike spirit. I try and have a laugh all the time, trying to have like a bit of fun all the time, and not take life so seriously. I think we have to stay in this state of play and stay in a flow-like state as much as we can.
I think on that as well, like I feel like you grow up older and faster if you just become super serious. Like I think we instill a lot of play into the pizza shop, and to our co-workers. Like I'm always messing around with some of the 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids, and like they're so surprised when this happens because they think, it's supposed to be all like macho and so like bossy. But obviously when times get going, we're busy. But then I throw in a little bit of a funny joke, and they're taken back, and then they start laughing because it's I think it keeps me young. It keeps me. It keeps the shop young as well.
Yeah, well, even
the
like
environment.
last night, like there was that spill of tomato sauce.
We're gonna put the photo up.
Yeah,
of Mr. Elliot.
Mr. Elliot spilling the tomato sauce, and it's like typically that would be like a frustrated situation, but I guess you just like had a laugh and you thought, let's take a photo.
I just took it. I told him to get down, to put his thumbs up, and take a photo of it, and
make an example for Hady to say, "Hey, 2 hands for beginners." Like it's a funny thing. Yeah, you can't get so serious. Like it's done. Yeah, he probably already feels terrible for dropping it. Like why would you then add salt to the wound?
Yeah, you just need to speak calmly and just be like, okay, now we know for next time, but let's make a bit of a joke out of it anyway.
I love it.
Don't do it again. Lovely. I've got my little notebook here as well, just to I can't just speak from the mind sometimes. I enjoy the note taking areas. Now, business. Why do you have 2 businesses?
Well, I started my marketing business after we traveled through Europe, because that was like the skill that I had coming out of an agency, working for 3 years. I had the skill in marketing, and I thought I had contacts who wanted some marketing help, so I just started doing freelance work, and then turned into a bit of a marketing agency, like a really small like meta ads agency. We're still growing.
Great.
But like pretty much 4 months into like running that freelancing business, we also had the opportunity to open a pizza shop, and the pizza shop was always on the agenda. It was always on the cards. Like I remember having a conversation with Sam Dow like years ago, and I was like, what am I going to do when I'm older? And he's like, you'll be a pizza maker. Like your dad's a pizza maker. You're going to be a pizza maker. I wonder if
because his dad's a mechanic, and
he's also a mechanic.
He's a mechanic now. And maybe that's where his thoughts are coming from.
Yeah, it's just natural progression. So there was always going to be the opportunity to own a pizza shop, and I couldn't run the pizza shop without Mac. Like I wouldn't be able to do marketing and the shop by myself. So it works really nicely that Mac's like this is like your main thing is to run the shop, and that's why like you're there 80 to 90% of the time, and I'm doing 10 to 20% of the time. But I'm also behind the scenes on the marketing side.
Of course.
So that's why I run two businesses, and that's how I manage two businesses. Because even running two businesses and being like 20% in the pizza shop, I still feel like, how do people run 3 or 4 businesses or 5? Like it's just...
Well, that's why I asked, because a lot of people find it quite stressful, or it's like, oh, it's going to be too hard. But I guess the next question is, do you find it... Do you find running two businesses hard, or do you enjoy the effort of it and all the things that come with it?
I love the split between both businesses. I love the fact that I have like the marketing, which is like very creative and very like there's a lot of focus and deep work required. So I feel like I'm doing some like focused effort, and it's like quite fulfilling. But then I see the pizza shop as like my fun passion project. Like I love making pizzas. I always tell Mac, like I mainly want to work on like the Friday night in like that 2-hour block where it's like just pumping. Like that's my favorite thing, is to be in the shop when we're pumping. Yeah. And to make pizzas. Like I love making pizzas.
Patel likes it as well. That's his favorite time.
What in that?
Patel goes yesterday. He goes, honestly, if you just get me here on your busiest nights, that's all I want.
Like it's just like the most fun when like everything is happening. And so, I it's not easy running two businesses, but like I wouldn't have it any other way. And so, I love the push and pull of having both businesses and having to divide my attention when needed.
Anyway,
back to the question. Was around
your challenge of... Talk to me.
Yeah, the marketing business. I feel like I've always had this... I know that I'm very good at what I do, which is like running meta ads and writing copy. I know I'm great at strategy and giving a business owner like the path to like success, and because I've done it so many times. But running a business is different, and like getting my own leads is different to like what I typically do, which is where I inject myself into another business's system and I help them get their leads.
Gotcha.
So the idea
doing
of like
for yourself is hard.
Yeah, or it's like the I don't know if you call it the Solomon effect or whatever it might be, but
whatever effect. It feels like there's a lot more work involved to like do it for your own business. Versus doing it for other businesses in a very niche way. So being a business owner versus being a meta ads marketer, they're two different things. There's so much of the business stuff that goes along with being a business owner that you don't typically see as a marketer. Okay. And have you overcome this roadblock?
I think it's a work in progress. Okay. It's constantly a work in progress. Yeah, it's never a bang, I'm done. I've cleared it. So it's a work in progress.
Okay, fantastic. The last question. What piece of advice would you give to your younger self if you were 80 years old?
Wow. If I was 80 years old and I would give the piece of advice to my current self now?
Yes. That's the question. After everything you feel like you've been through, this is a nice reflection question that I got from Mr. Hormozy. He reflects upon being 80 when he's towards the end of his life. What do you think you'd say?
Slow down and enjoy the ride. Like I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in just like every single day is just like planned from like day to night, and your weeks and months are like just so planned in advance. And as much as I am quite aware of it, and I like I do like my journaling, my meditating and like my walking, and like those things help me slow down, and in those moments I feel really calm and at peace. I still feel like there's constantly this driving and like wanting to like go forward and like push and be faster. And I think there's an art to slowing down and just sitting and just having a conversation, just chatting with like even with yourself or with dad, like we're
just always being present while you're doing it.
We're always so fast to like go from cool, I've got the next thing to go, I've got to go somewhere, I've got to go here, get back from somewhere, it's like cool, now the next thing is happening,
and while it's all on your phone or on social media as well now, like it's just always in this rush pace that you feel like once you do slow down, it's like wow, like I can smell the roses a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something really beautiful about smelling the roses.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's what I would. That's the advice I'd give myself. And just throw back to you. What advice would you give to yourself?
throw it back to me. It's not really about me today.
it's not about you.
I haven't
Let's
thought
wrap it
about
up.
this. My advice would be to not care what people think, because I still do that, and I'm still wary of, oh, how does this person feel if I do this? But it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that this person will, anyone, even if it's someone close, that will, you can't have let other people impact your decision making, your thoughts, because it's your life. You're only here for a short time, so live it to the fullest.
Which is funny because I kind of feel like you're really good at not caring what other people think.
Mm.
Like I feel like I care a lot about what other people think as well.
Well,
So, and I look at you sometimes and I'm like, fuck, he's just so, he just doesn't give a shit. Doesn't care what other people think. That's so cool, but it's funny that you still feel like you still care quite a bit.
yeah, it is funny.
It's a perspective thing, hey?
It is perspective. Well, I would love to say thank you so much for
Thanks,
your
Barry.
lovely presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's a bit of an insight to Hady and how he is. So, if you want to give him a gift, he loves chocolate, especially the Toblerone.
Oh, wait.
Is that your best?
Getting
Is that your
excited.
favourite?
Yeah.
He's salivating from his mouth now.
Toblerones.
But yeah, thanks guys. If you do want to want us to speak about some different topics or something specific, just comment below and let us know. Would love to talk about something that you're interested in. But for now, thank you very much. Have a great day, and we'll see Hady in 6 weeks, and I'll see you soon at the Magic Brothers Pizzeria store in Oakley South, 4/20/22 Old Dandenong Road.
And as we always say,
Taste magic,
feel
feel magical. Oh, great.